next speaker is Darlene Owen. Darlene? Darlene Owen. Darlene's coming, great. Welcome, Darlene. I think you know the drill. You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
I am here today. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm here as a Canadian citizen who believes and supports bodily autonomy and the right to informed consent. I am here to speak to the removal of the exemptions and the issue of vaccine safety. Vaccination is an invasive medical procedure which carries risks. Any effort to make vaccinations mandatory contravenes the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. We are permitted to question or opt out of any medical procedure that a healthcare provider recommends, so why should the choice to not vaccinate be any different? On April 8, 2019, our Associate Medical Office of Health presented that 70% of parents are concerned about the side effects of vaccines. 20% are vaccine hesitant. So I have to ask you, where are the studies to quell the concerns that the vaccine hesitant parents have? Where are the studies that show that vaccines are safe and effective? Many parents have written to Health Canada requesting evidence of these studies, and we have been repeatedly given standard responses that do not disclose any safety studies. The only safety studies that seem to exist are those who are fully funded by the pharmaceutical companies. How is that not considered a conflict of interest? How can the issue of addressing vaccine hesitancy possibly be taken seriously when you are recommending financial incentives to be offered to healthcare providers? You cannot continue to repeat the slogan safe and effective when there are thousands of studies within the medical literature done by independent researchers that demonstrates there are serious detrimental side effects that result directly from vaccines, one of which includes death. As for the question pertaining to where vaccine-hesitant parents obtain their information, I know that I, as well as many other parents, refer to studies that are published in peer-reviewed medical journals. We do not refer to Dr. Google, as people like to keep perpetuating. Sorry, I've lost my spot here. The many parents I have met who choose to opt out of vaccinating their children are highly educated. Many of them are also healthcare professionals. And I'm just curious how many of you here are aware of the fact that the MMR, DTaP, Hib, and Hep B vaccines have not been tested for carcinogenicity, toxicity, or for long-term adverse reactions. And that information is not misinformation. It is found right in the vaccine manufacturer's inserts. The safety of the CDC's childhood vaccination schedule has never been affirmed in any clinical studies to be safe. So how can you truly believe that you are acting in every child's best interests by mandating vaccines? Just since 1988, the National Vaccine Injury Compensation has paid out approximately $4.2 billion to victims of vaccine injury and their families. Sorry, I'm completely lost here. I had a 5-minute speech prepared.
You're just over 3 minutes. I'll ask you if you maybe want to wrap up in a sentence.
Yep.
Thank you.
All I'm saying is that if vaccines become mandatory and a compensation program is imposed, then the manufacturer will have zero product liability and they will have no incentive to improve product safety. And I just want to close with stating that the Canadian public, through our Constitution, has the right to informed consent, and that includes the right of refusal to any medical procedures of any kind, including vaccination.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for the speaker? Seeing none, our next speaker